Unite our ASNIs and AMNIs have read and write trackers. These trackers store information about any outstanding GT packets that the endpoint has not finished servicing. The number of outstanding transactions that the endpoint can track affects its throughput because the endpoint can only service the transactions that it has resources to track. It is possible to increase or decrease the tracker depths based on your performance and area requirements. For the ASNI interfaces, maximum read acceptance and maximum write acceptance interface options control the depth of the corresponding trackers. For the AMNI interfaces, maximum read issuing and maximum write issuing interface options control the depth of the corresponding trackers. A simple-minded approach is to match the read and write acceptance of an ASNI to the maximum read and write issuing capabilities of the upstream manager. However, this may not be a true representation of the traffic the ASNI may need to handle. To avoid oversizing these trackers, we recommend sizing them based on the actual traffic requirements of your network and not based on the maximum read, write, issuing, or acceptance capabilities of your upstream manager or downstream subordinate. If not sure about the requirements, you may start with a higher tracker size, run a performance test case, and use the tracker occupancy reported by the performance tool to refine its size. The performance tool allows you to check if there were any stalls due to the trackers being full. This can be found in the result statistics of the performance test case under the PMU category. The average read and write tracker occupancy can be found under the occupancy category. For the ASNI, S3, S1, and S0, the average read tracker occupancy values are 5, 5, and 5.33 respectively, and the write tracker occupancy values are 4, 4, and 4.20 respectively. For the AMNI, M1, and M0, the average read tracker occupancy values are 3.33 and 6.66 respectively, and the write tracker occupancy values are 3 and 6 respectively. We can modify the tracker sizes from the canvas by selecting the complete interface and clicking on parameters under the property editor. The maximum read and write acceptance configuration parameter can be found under the tracker sizes. The tracker occupancy reported by the performance tool are average values, so you can take a conservative approach or an aggressive approach while sizing these trackers based on these values. Based on our traffic, we will set these to 8 for all the ASNIs and AMNIs for this demonstration, and that should save us some area. The tracker values for all the other ASNIs and AMNIs can be modified in a similar fashion. Let's take a look at the area report. The total area for this configuration has reduced to 30,215. We see a huge reduction in area from 36,073 to 30,215 just by accurately sizing the read and write trackers.